Good morning, gentlemen. Hope everyone had a good Wednesday evening. We are here, Savannah. Still no hurricane, which is good. I don't think that we're going to get hit too badly from current projections. We'll just get some wind and some rain, I'm sure. So today, first cup of coffee in over 4 months. So I initially wanted to do a caffeine fast because I just felt like I was becoming way too dependent on it. Like I was needing a decent amount of caffeine to get through the day, and I realized that was a potential weak point of mine. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to give myself a challenge, and I'm going to just quit it for a bit. And I initially was only going to do a month. I was like, yeah, I'll just do June, no coffee. And then it turned into July when I realized, hey, like I don't need to, spend time making coffee. I'm not relying on it in the morning. If I go somewhere, I don't have to worry about trying to hunt it down to be able to function. And it was kind of nice. It was like, this is good. And then after like the first week or so, like first couple weeks, I would say, I kind of, got used to waking up and stuff and doing stuff without it. But that first week and a half probably was rough. You just feel like you're in a fog the whole time, and just really difficult to concentrate, really difficult to focus, and you just feel tired like the whole day. Caffeine's a hell of a drug. And some of it was maybe influenced. My decision to go 4 months was based on I saw this podcast with Joe Rogan and Michael Pollan, and I actually have his book, Michael Pollan's book, where your mind on plants. And part of the book. He goes into his story with caffeine and his detox from it for like 3 months. And I was like, and then I realized I was like, I'll do 3 months. And then 3 months turned into 4. So here we are 4 months later, and about to have coffee for the first time. And I'm like trying to figure out like where all the coffee stuff is, because I haven't used it. So I've got it all set up. I'm going to just film that, and then we'll take the coffee to the screen porch and hang out and drink it, and we'll see what happens. I screwed it up. I forgot you got to use an actual paper filter with this reusable filter as well. So it started pouring, and then I realized that it's just kind of going straight through and not really brewing. So redoing it, getting a new batch of water, and that should fix it. I'm a little iffy about this still, so we might end up just going back and using the using that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that's supposed to look like that. So I don't know. Fuck. Fuck it. We're just gonna use the automatic coffee maker, and we'll be right back. All right. First cup of coffee, 4 months. So I used to freaking make a big old batch and carry around my thermos and sip out of it all day. And I don't know how many cups of coffee this is equal to, but it was a lot. And I needed like almost the whole thing to get through a day. Otherwise I was, non-functional. And that really carried over into my sleep quality, where I wasn't getting very good sleep. I wasn't able to sleep all the way through the night. The half-life of caffeine is 12 hours. So if you have, let's say you have 300 milligrams of coffee in a day, or 300 milligrams of caffeine in a day, or we'll just say for this case, under 150, which is, I don't know what the equivalent of cups of coffee is to that, but if you have that at 8 o'clock in the morning, you still have 75 milligrams of caffeine in your system by 8 o'clock at night. So you're still, going to bed with a ton of caffeine in your system, which just is super bad for your sleep quality. And I didn't realize that, and I kind of just, forced myself through it and used sleep aids to make myself sleep, which isn't ideal, honestly. Like, you want to be able to fall asleep naturally without any use of like melatonin or like glycine or any kind of other sleep aids. So that's another reason why I cut it out, is just I wanted to sleep better. And I've noticed that since I have cut it out, I do sleep through the night for the most part. So yeah, drinking out of my Cool Ranger mug here. Yeah, and this is just straight coffee, no sugar, no creamer. It's a little better. Hell yeah. I'm not gonna sit here and make you watch me drink this whole cup. I'm gonna cut it out and probably go get to work. I got some. I'm way behind on my Rockwell Designs, work here. A shipment of fabric was incredibly late, so I'm significantly behind on these rigs for tomorrow. That being said, they're still going up tomorrow at 9. I think I said 1900 Eastern Standard Time, so 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, PM. So be on the lookout for those. I'll throw another pitch in tomorrow's video as well, but I'm gonna get to work, and then those will all be shipping out next week, inshallah. This hurricane doesn't knock out our power this weekend, because I need to just sit on the machine for a bit and get these cranked out. But that's what I'm gonna go do. I'm gonna finish sipping my coffee, and then I'm gonna get to work, and I will update as I start feeling it working. All right, just finished up the first half of my work for the day. Coffee's worn off, but felt pretty good for a while there. It's hard to resist the urge to go and make some more. So not gonna do that. Not gonna fall prey to just consuming a bunch of coffee today. So going forward, I'm obviously not gonna continue my fast. That would be just a little impractical. So what I think I'm gonna end up doing is figuring out some kind of schedule where I can use coffee and use it more strategically than just a way to wake up. I think that on days where I know that I didn't sleep the best, or where I know that I need a little bit extra energy, that I'll try and use it then, but like no more than probably 2 or 3 times a week. Honestly, maybe just once a week. Thursdays, ironically, like today, are usually the hardest days for me to wake up for whatever reason. I've kind of noticed that over time. Just my productivity isn't as good on Thursdays for whatever reason. So I think that I'm going to probably make Thursdays my coffee day, and then maybe find one other day that would make sense to drink it. But if you're watching this and you know you have a caffeine addiction, which is probably most of you, that's not a bad thing, I wouldn't say. Really, it's just if you go off of it for a little bit and then, let your body reset, and then you can use it as intended versus using it as like a crutch. It's a great tool, and spurs creativity, it gives you energy, helps you stay up and accomplish tasks, but most people get away from that, and they just use it to use it because they're addicted. So if you know you're addicted, I would challenge you to go off of it for like a month. You don't need to do anything crazy like I did, like 4 months. Like that's, was a bit excessive, but it was fun. It was a good challenge. But if you got a caffeine addiction, I would challenge you to go with a month without it and see how it feels. Or do 3 months. But that's it for today. No storm yet, knock on wood. But I'll see you all tomorrow for the last day of this 30-day video challenge. Have a good one.